Hello beautiful people, welcome and welcome back to my channel. I'm not even gonna say, I know it's been a minute, but it's been like a week since I put a video up and I'm back. It's so much going on in my life, it's ridiculous. But anyway, I'm back and I'm gonna be filming this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation review. I did a video and you guys were like, yes, I would love to see a review of the foundation, so that's what I'm gonna be doing. And I'll probably be using mostly Charlotte Tilbury products, a few other things in between. So hopefully you guys like foundation reviews and wear tests, because I'm going to be doing a wear test, and you will stay tuned for the video. But this is what we are reviewing today. It's not a new foundation, but it's a new foundation to me because I purchased it when it came out, but I never wore it. So today will be the second time that I'm trying it, but I didn't do a wear test. It's gonna be like 80 something degrees where I live at today, so I'll be able to see how this foundation stands up while I am out in the street running errands, just going to get my nails done and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully you guys will stay tuned for the video. I'm gonna put a little bit of this Summer Fridays lip balm. This is the, I think, vanilla something. I don't have the box in front of me, but I like these lip balms. So I'm gonna put a little bit of this on, and I'm gonna do my brows using this Charlotte Tilbury Brow Cheat Micro Precision Brow Pencil in the color Black Brown. It was one of my favorite pencils. Then I stopped using it because I felt like it was too much money for a pencil when you don't get that much use out of it. Like when you guys purchase these eyebrow pencils, if you would like pull it up and really see, there's not a lot of product in it for the amount of money that you pay for it. So to me, like brow pencils, some of them are overrated. I'm gonna put a little bit of powder up here, only because I just put my moisturizer on and I want these brows to stay on and not be sliding off my face during the day. So this is the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder, and I have it in like 4 colors. So I'm gonna be using that today. I haven't used these powders in a while. Actually, I think this color was the only one that I ever used, and the other ones I'll show you when I get ready to use them, but I don't think I ever used them. So we're gonna be trying that out today. I know usually when I do a wear test, I don't like to try products that I haven't tested out, but I just wanna see like if I could make use of these powders. They've been sitting there and I never opened them, so today is the day. I have so much makeup that I've purchased that's just been sitting there, never opened, never swatched, definitely never used on camera or in real life. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of videos pulling out products that I purchased that are just sitting there, because I'm like, come on now, some of this stuff I gotta start purging, so I might as well try it, see if I like it. If I don't, then I'm going to donate it to somebody. I have sisters, they're not my complexion, but some of the products they can use, so they will be glad to get free makeup, believe me. Yeah, so I definitely like this pencil. I love the color payoff. I did not purchase any makeup products, but I was doing a lot of stuff around the house, and today I broke down and I bought the new Dior. Oh, you know what? I did buy some stuff last month. Was it last month? No, it wasn't last month, I don't think. But I did buy some of the new Dior blushes because the colors were so pretty. And I was like, oh, I'm not gonna buy any more blushes, but they were just so gorgeous and so pigmented. And I was like, okay, they finally made some blushes that I can see on my face, hopefully. So I can't wait to test them out and try them for you guys. If that is something that you want to see, if you guys like blushes like I do, to me like blushes really just set the look off, in my opinion. Okay, I'm gonna use this Caliray So Blown Clean Blurring Primer with collagen peptides. So I did prep my eyes. I'm gonna put some bronzer on them, and that's gonna be my eye look for today. I wanted to put my primer on first so it's sitting, so by the time I am ready to apply the actual foundation, that the skin is sitting with this primer on. This primer is pretty lightweight. It gets a little tacky. I love the smell. I really did like it when I tried it, and so far I definitely think it's something that I would repurchase. Now what I noticed is when I first purchased it, it was very thin, like lotiony, but then it started to kind of get a little thicker and tackier, and now maybe because it's, you know, been open and I had it for, I don't know, since April when the sale happened. I still hope that it works. It feels really nice going on though, like nothing. Put it under my chin. I'm just gonna blend that in. I'm gonna tap that in. Let me tell you what I'm gonna do today. I have some products that I purchased never used. And I'm gonna be testing out the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Filter Foundation, which is a full coverage foundation, and as many of her products as I can. Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer in the color Deep number 4. And when this first came out, I was loving it because it was like the first bronzer that I could actually see on my face. And I was loving it. So I'm just gonna put this on my eyes. I love this bronzer. It's so pretty and beautiful on the skin. I like the color. It's not too much. It's a very pretty color. Just a very daytime neutral, could turn into nighttime look. I'm gonna try to be as simple as I can with the makeup, but usually with my makeup, once I start putting like eye makeup and stuff on, I'm like, okay, I need a lash, I need a little line. Of course we're gonna do all of that. And most people I know, when they do their videos, they don't show you like everything that they do with the face, but I'm gonna film it all. Hopefully you guys want to see it all. That's what we're going to do today. Because what happens is, people will ask me 8 months from now, what was that you had on your face? What foundation? What concealer? What whatever? And I'll be saying, you think I remember? And if I didn't note it in the description box, because when I first started doing YouTube, I was like, I'm not going to fill out no description box. I didn't realize how significant it was. So I know now, but I didn't know back then. So I just try to make sure that I film it, even if I have to go back to the footage, because I usually keep all my footage. If you guys have any questions, that you will be able to get a proper answer from me. Okay, so I like that. I think that looks good. Let me get a quick lash and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back and I'm gonna use this Sigma F80 flat kabuki brush. I didn't set this primer with powder, and I should. And I know that I'm doing a wear test, but because it's summertime, I want to show you the way that I would normally wear the makeup, which is set. I would definitely set it. So this is the Born This Way Ethereal Translucent Powder. I'm just going to put this over the primer and let's see how it goes. Now I'm looking at this powder. I already see a cast on my face, if you could see over here. See that? It's like a cast. I hope it does not do that to the makeup because I'll be very upset. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. Stays all day and night. It retails for $49 if I'm not mistaken. And it comes in, it looks like 44 shades. It's a full coverage foundation. It's vegan, cruelty free. It's for normal, dry, and combination skin. It's a matte finish. This hybrid skincare contains Charlotte Tilbury's matrix of Replexium, including the groundbreaking Magic Replexium to reduce the appearance of wrinkles. The hydrating lightweight formula is sweat-proof, humidity-proof, waterproof, transfer resistant, and for best results it says start by applying Charlotte's Magic Cream, which we don't have, to prime the skin. So we're not doing that, but anyway, I have the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter for a Superstar Youth Glow. I have it in the color Deep number 8. So last time that I used it, I used this color right here, which was number 7. So I think I'm gonna put the number 8 on my skin, and let's just see what it looks like. I know it's a lot darker because originally it only went to 7 and then she added this. So is this gonna be like too dark? What is it gonna do to the skin, right? But let's just try it. Maybe it'll take some of the red out, because I don't know if you guys remember that it was pretty red, the foundation. So maybe, just maybe, this color right here will give us a nice bronzy glow. See the difference? One is very dark. Yeah, I'll use this brush. This is the Sedona Lace 602 brush, and I'm just going to pat it into the skin. And this is a product that you could actually use. It gives a decent amount of coverage, and you can use it by itself. It just gives a nice glowiness to the skin. I mean, like, summertime, I think of pretty glowy bronzy skin. That's what I think of. I think of glowy, not oily. And I don't really like too much dew. Like, I want it to be dewy. I don't want it to have that matte dry look, but I don't want an oily look. To me, like, I think that looks gorgeous. And it's actually covering up a little bit of my hyperpigmentation under my chin. But that color is beautiful on the skin by itself. Now, when I purchased this foundation, I remember going into the store because I bought this from Nordstrom's. And I tried on the color that I thought I was going to be. The colors were off. They were definitely not what I expected. I got this one because I thought this one was the most suitable. So we are going to see. Again, it's red. But last time I had it on, it toned down really, really nicely. It was beautiful on the skin. I just didn't wear it for a long time, so I didn't know how it would last. And I think when I did have it on, I wore it inside. Like, I don't think I went anywhere. So doing a wear test in your house is different than doing a wear test outside in the elements. I just want to show you that it's 11:32 when we're starting. So let's see how this goes. Full coverage, waterproof, transfer resistant, and transfer proof. Sounds wonderful, especially in this kind of weather. It still looks very red, but it's okay. We're gonna make it work. Now, I do not have the Charlotte Tilbury concealer. Did you guys try that? I don't know why this hand is up. I think it's from my old career because I always had to have this hand up to block with. It's like a force of habit. What are we thinking about the skin so far? I definitely see some texture in my cheeks, but it looks pretty smooth. I do have textured cheeks, so it also depends on you having the right combination of primer that works like really, really well on your face, and then just the rest of the products you put on top of it. So far so good. I think it looks gorgeous. I'm going to use the Fashion Fair Ethereal Light Illuminating Smoothing Concealer. And this is in the color Chocolate Truffle. I'm going to use that. It's a nice neutral color to kind of tone down all of this red that we have going on our face. I love the smell of this. It's not too much. It's just like a perfect kind of smell if you had to have a fragrance. I like that. I want a little bit of brightness. I'm going to add the honey graham to it. I really think the skin looks good. Okay, so I'm gonna bronze with this Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sunkissed Glow Bronzer. Of course, I have the color Deep 4. Totally different color than the powder bronzer, which you will see later on. I'm just going to try to get a little dimension in the skin. This is the cream one. At first I didn't like it. I was like, ugh. But then I started using it and I was like, oh, it's not so bad. Because we're using her foundation, it is just so fitting to use this bronzer, and hopefully it's doing enough because we don't want it to be like too much. I'm only going to the nail salon and probably to like Home Depot or something like that, so we don't want to look too made up. Just like me, only better, because you know, you never know who you're gonna run into in the street. I like the formula of this bronzer. It blends in nicely. I'm so busy blending in this bronzer, I forgot that I have to blend out this concealer. So we're gonna do that next. Before it dries up, then I have to put some spray on it. Okay, so I really do like this bronzer. I think I should put a little bit more of that bright color concealer, just a little bit more of the lighter color. So I have these little liquid blushes that I purchased, right? I never use them. I've been watching people like on TikTok and they take these liquid blushes and they put it on the cheek area. So I have 3 colors: Cheeky Coral, Pink Flirt, and Berry Smooch. I think I'm gonna take the pink one and let's just see what it looks like. This is the Milani Cheek Kiss Liquid Blush. I don't know if I ever used it on camera. I don't think that I did. I purchased them to do a video, but I don't think I ever did. So we're gonna try and see. This is such a pretty color. So if I put some little dots there, it's just so gorgeous. Now I don't know if it's gonna do anything, but I just think it's such a pretty color. Do you see it? Because I don't think I see anything. I think maybe the color might be a little too light maybe. I don't really want a lot of blush on today. I was just trying it. The berry color will probably show up a little bit more. Okay, so I'm gonna take my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skinperfecting Micropowder in the color dark number 3 and set under my eyes. I always use my same brush and just set it. I'm gonna set around here, like wherever I put the concealer. So far, what are you guys thinking? I think the skin looks really nice and smooth. Of course we see the texture because I have it, but the skin looks really nice and smooth. I'm gonna take this is the translucent. This one is translucent medium, and this one is translucent deep. I actually like these sponges. Like, I bend them. Everybody else puts their fingers in them. I don't feel comfortable. I think because these nails are so long, but I do like these sponges. And I like that you can get your nice little line right here if you want it before you contour. So far, I'm liking the way this powder is looking. I'm gonna take this and just set what I have going on here. I like to have my little line. So that's that one. Now I'm gonna try this darker one. It's very dark, but I never used it before. So we're gonna see how it goes. Like I said, I purchased these powders and they just been sitting here and I was like, see, it's brand new, never been used. So I'm gonna try it today. When I saw it, I was like, oh, this is a nice color. It would be perfect. So it's like a nice, like a reddish brown. I'm gonna set the other areas that I didn't put the light powder in. Oh, it's very red. Very, very red, but it's like a pretty color. So we're just gonna take it in here. Now, this is not a new powder. Do any of you guys have these powders or ever used it? Do you like it? I don't know. We're gonna see how this works out. And this is just supposed to be a wear test for this Charlotte Tilbury. I don't know. So we're trying out a few new things together. I'm gonna let that sit for a minute while I just put a little bronzer under my lower lash line. I'm gonna use this because this is the same bronzer that I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use this one. This is the Makeup by Ariel A20 brush. It's my favorite contouring brush. So I'm gonna take it and just smoke out my lower lash line because I know this is a lot for a wear test, but I like to just show you guys what I'm doing. I'm gonna take this powder right here, which is my favorite, the Dior Backstage powder in the color 6N. It's a very neutral powder and I love it to bring like the one color back to my face. Brush everything off, just like kind of pat everything in, but still keep the color, because this powder on top of that is still gonna have that dimension show up. And I'm just gonna pat that in just as good. I think I'm gonna spray. I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Filter Setting Spray. I'm just gonna, let me know if you guys wanna see some colorful eyeshadow looks. Like, I love color in the summertime, and I want to be able to, you know, just do the things that you guys wanna see. Because what I like and what you like may be something totally different, but I have some colorful eyeshadow palettes that I want to try out that I never used. I'm going to put the bronzer on now. This Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. I'm going to use this brush. This is the Morphe V106. And let's see. Okay, yeah. I love this bronzer. It's just a pretty color. I think this looks really nice so far. Now I'm going to get a mascara. I'm going to try this new Sephora 12-Hour Colorful Crayon Contour Eye Pencil. It's supposed to be waterproof, and I want to say this is the color Coconut Matte. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So I'm going to do my inner waterline. I don't even know if I messed up my line. I like the color, it's not bad. Hopefully it doesn't make me look like I'm sick under my eyes, because some of them do that. Okay, so this is one of my favorite mascaras, the Essence Lash Princess Full Lash Mascara. And I love this for my lower lash line and my regular lashes, because the brush and the formula is awesome. So I have a little highlighter that I love that I'm going to put on. So this is one of my favorite summertime bronzes. This is the Natasha Denona Glow All Over Glow Face and Body Shimmer in dark number 3. And I don't know if they even still have it, because it went on sale last summer and I bought like 4 of them. So I'm just going to put a little bit. I want to have extra in case they discontinue it. The color is perfect. The formula is gorgeous. It's just beautiful on my skin, and I love the fact that it doesn't accentuate the texture. Just gorgeous. I'm gonna put a little bit here. You know how I am with highlighter, I'm trying to contain myself. It just looks so pretty. I'm gonna use this Dior Backstage blush. This is the color Pink Rosy Glow. Now, I ordered some today and they said new for the pink one, but I was like, I didn't hear anything about them reformulating the pink. So this is what it looks like. I just thought it was a gorgeous color. I'm gonna take this little Sephora VIB Rouge brush and just go here with it. It's such a very light color, but I loved it. We're just gonna do a quick lip. So this is the House Labs Deep Cocoa Matte Optic Intensity Echo. This is the eyeliner. I love it for my lips. It's just a pretty purpley chocolate. I think it's gorgeous. Definitely not a warm tone, more of a cool tone, but I love it. It's just so smooth. This is the Jacqueline Gratitude Outspoken Liquid Lip. I'm gonna let it dry down and then I'll put my gloss on. But so far, I'm liking what we have going on here. I'll be back with the finished look and my lip gloss. Oh, let me spray one more time. Okay, so this is my favorite clear lip gloss. This is the Milani Highly Rated Diamond Lip Gloss. I just love this gloss. All right, I'm gonna go and put my clothes on and then come back and tell you my thoughts on this foundation and what it's looking like. Let me just show you what time it is. Okay, so it's 12:23 and I'm gonna go and put my dress on and I'll be back to give you my thoughts and just give you a quick rundown of what we used. Okay guys, so I'm back and I'm gonna spray a little bit of this Morphe Continuing Set Mist because I like it to have like a little, just a little glow to the face, and that Charlotte Tilbury Setting Spray definitely leaves it matte looking, and that's not what we looking for today. This is our finished look. I think the makeup looks gorgeous. It really does. The skin looks really pretty. I do see a little bit of texture in like the cheek area, but it's not bad. It's not like texture where you'd be like, oh my god, it looks crazy. And I think this might be some glue for me laying the wig down. That's why you see a spot there. I think the cheeks look gorgeous. I think the bronzer looks beautiful. The powder did a great job so far. We're gonna see how long these products last. I'm just gonna quickly go over everything that we used, and hopefully I come back and I have great news. Like I'm like, oh, I love this and that, whatever. So I'm going to probably do some check-ins while I'm out. Yeah, so far this Charlotte Tilbury foundation is looking beautiful. Okay, so anyway, we use this Charlotte Tilbury Brow Cheat pencil on our brows, and it's my fault because I'm always having to redo it after I finish. And I do have some brow gel that I'm gonna find and put on it. I just was moving stuff around and I wanted to get a video out to you guys because last week was just not a week that I could get anything done. So I really am liking the way the makeup looks. We started with the Caliray So Blown Primer. So far I'm loving this primer. I think it looks really good on the skin. Not that it doesn't blur pores, but to me I feel like if I put just a little something more in there, or maybe just put a little more in my cheek area, then I could have a more smoother cheek. But it just looks beautiful. Like I love it. So this primer is doing really well and I will definitely repurchase it again. Then I use this Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter in the color number 8. I also have number 7, which I used in the last video. And I think this number 8 actually gave the foundation a more darker appearance from what I see. Once I go back to look at the footage and I start to edit, then I'll really be able to tell the difference. But I like this, and it did give the skin a nice glowiness, so I will definitely be using that again. Then we use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I have it in the color 15 Cool. Then I use the Born This Way Ethereal Light Concealers in Graham Cracker and Chocolate Truffle. And I really like them. Like I didn't need a super bright under eye because again, like I said, I'm just going out to run some errands and get my nails done. And I like this concealer. It looks really good under the eyes and it lasts all day on me. I haven't had an issue using it so far. I use this Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, airbrush bronzer in the color Deep 4. I tried to stay with as much Charlotte Tilbury as I could. I don't have any of her eyeshadows, but I did put the bronzer on my lids, and I used my trusty Airbrush Flawless Finish Skinperfecting Micropowder in dark under my eyes. I always set with that. And then I use these Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Skin Setting Powders. I had it in, actually have it in 4 colors. And I used 2 of them. I used the translucent, oh actually 3 of them. Translucent to set my primer. Then I used the translucent medium, I think, on my face. I think I used this one, and then I used the dark one to set my face, and I actually like it so far. I'm hoping that it holds the makeup together and everything stays flawless for the duration of my time out. I used this Dior 001 pink blush. I used it here in this area. You can see a little bit. It doesn't have a lot of color payoff, but you can build it up and you can see it. I recently ordered some of the newer colors, so I'm waiting for that to come. Actually, I ordered them this morning. I used this coconut pencil inside my waterline to just make the eyes pop a little bit. I like it. I think it's good. I don't have any complaints with it so far. Let's see if it's still there by the end of the day. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Party all day, stay all night. One of my favorites. It definitely gets the job done. If you put that on, you will definitely have your makeup on at the end of the day, from what I know. I used a Milani liquid blush in Cheek Kiss. I used the color Pink Flirt, and I didn't really see it. Maybe I didn't put enough on. I'm gonna play with it again, but I did use it. My favorite highlighter, which is this Natasha Denona Glow. I mentioned it to you guys last summer, the All Over Glow Face and Body Shimmer in the color Dark 3. It is the most beautiful bronzer that I've ever seen. I love it. It's gorgeous. We used the Jaclyn Hill Pout Spoken in Gratitude on our lips. We used the House Labs Deep Cocoa Matte Optic Intensity Echo Liner on our lips. And I used my favorite clear gloss, which is the Milani Highly Rated Diamond Gloss. I used a bunch of different brushes and these little triangle sponges to set the makeup and stuff, and I think it really looks good. Oh, and I used the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Cream Bronzer in the color 4. This is it. It is a totally different color than the powder, but I think the makeup looks beautiful. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, please let me know. Also let me know if you've used any of this makeup. Like I said, I will be doing check-ins. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video. If you're not subscribed to the channel and you've been here before and you're back again, that means I think that you love me. So I think that you love what you're seeing on the channel, and I would hope that you would subscribe and keep coming back, and also share these videos with your friends if you have friends that love makeup. I'll see you guys on the first check-in, and then at the end of the night to test out all the claims that this foundation says. So we're gonna see, because it definitely has a lot of moisture. The foundation feels wonderful. It feels like nothing on the skin, which is wonderful. I'm going out in the heat. I'm gonna hopefully not sweat, but if I do, I will definitely let you guys know, and we will definitely test it to see if it's transfer resistant. But it's very hard to test out a foundation or any product that really says that it's transfer resistant if you put other products on top of it, because if you don't test the actual product once you have it on your face, then you don't know what is running and what's not. So sometimes I do spray the face, and if the makeup is still there at the end of the night, then to me it's as transfer resistant as it's gonna get. So I will see you guys in a few hours. Okay, so it's 5:51. This is what the makeup is looking like 6 hours later. Now it's definitely a super full coverage makeup, but so far it's holding up really good, and it's like 85 degrees here today, so far so good. It looks a little bit light to me. I don't know if it's the lighting, but I'm not really loving it. It looks very, very full coverage. Okay, so it's like 8:30 and I'm still out here. This is what the makeup is looking like. So far it still looks pretty good. It has a nice amount of dew to it, but it's been almost 8 hours or almost 9 hours. I can't remember if I put it on at 12 something, but it's looking really good. It's definitely a very full coverage foundation, and people down here where I live at are looking at me like I'm crazy, like what is she doing with this full face of makeup on? But I think it looks good. It's definitely a foundation that you would wear if you go into a function, not an everyday foundation. Okay guys, I'm back. It is 9:44 p.m. I had this makeup on a little over 9 hours. And again, this is what we are testing out. The Airbrush Flawless Foundation. It's definitely a full coverage foundation. I didn't blot all day. It was like 85 degrees today, I think. Let me see. It was 83 degrees today. And this makeup held up all of this time without me blotting. It's a little texture in the face from, you know, just the oil in the area, but the powder held up well. I'm looking at what's going on under my neck. But the powder held up well. Everything else looks really good on the skin, other than the fact that it's oily in this area, which is my oily area. I'm gonna get a blotting paper and blot some of this oil off so we can see how this foundation looks if I was to blot. Okay, so I'm gonna use these Boscia blotting sheets, and I'm just gonna blot where most of the oil is at. Yeah, I didn't touch this face at all today. One thing I realized is that I really do not like a full coverage foundation. As I was walking around outside, people were looking at me like I'm crazy, like where's she going with this full face of makeup? I mean, like really looking at me. Okay, so this is what the makeup is looking like at the end. I think I just took that off with my fingernail. But it looks beautiful. Like everything is still glowy and beautiful, and this is the amount of oil that came off. That's a decent amount for it being almost 10 hours of wear, and everything is still in place. I didn't touch up the lip, I didn't touch up the face. Like I said, I didn't do anything. I even had my glasses on at most of the day, like off and on, and it did not take the foundation off. So I am very happy with these powders. I'm very happy with this primer, and definitely this foundation. For it to be summertime, even though it's not super hot, but it definitely held up. I don't know if this is water in this bottle. I think it is. I'm gonna spray my face and see what happens with the water. If it trickles down and the makeup is still there, but it looks good. Like I can't wait to take these lashes off because my eyes are burning. But the makeup still looks beautiful. It really does, and everything is exactly, I think the blush may have faded a little bit, but I didn't have a lot on, but you could still see it, and it's looking really good. So let's spray. I didn't sweat today, but it doesn't look like it's, like I don't see the makeup running off. So to me, like, we're gonna give it a minute and see. If you guys are still here and you made it this far in the video, please give the video a thumbs up if you like the video. Also leave me a comment and let me know what you think of this makeup while we're checking out whether or not it is transfer resistant or water resistant. But it's looking really good. Like it's not dripping down a little bit. I'm about to see what comes off right now. See how it's dripping down a little bit? It looks like, now I don't know if that was there before I sprayed it, but right there it looks like the makeup kind of broke up a little bit. Look, let me try to dry it and see what it's looking like after it dries. But I'm telling you, I'm tired. Like I was up since 4, then I went back to sleep for an hour, and I got on a treadmill, and I've been up and about all day. I'm tired. Like I don't want to touch it. I just want to see like how it looks after we have wet it. Like if you get caught in the rain or you dip your head in the pool, what is your face gonna look like when it's over? But it's weird, not even the mascara smudged. So I think it looks pretty good. Again, it's a little something coming off because that's where the water started dripping down, but I think that it's pretty long wearing. If it's not smudge resistant and all that kind of stuff like it says, it still looks good on the skin all of these hours later. We sprayed it with I want to say this is like Fix Plus and water mixed together, but it looks good. So I'm going to definitely recommend all of these products that I used today. I'm very happy with all of them. Let me know your thoughts, please. I hope you liked this video, and I hope that you stay tuned to the end. Thank you to all my subscribers. I love you guys. We're definitely growing. I'm going to try to be more consistent. Hopefully, I can just focus on what I have to do for myself. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.